Your date of birth holds all the secrets to your soul. You give us your date of birth, we'll tell you the secrets to love, the secrets to lust, and who the best person for you just might be.
I have the answers.
Check out Secrets of Birthdays at secretsofbirthdays.com.
Soul Garden.
Hello, Lunar Child, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Update. From my webcam to yours, I'm your host to the universe, Christopher Witecki. And I've got some cool announcements. One, jumpstart your creativity with Nikki Bright. This is a 90-minute seminar for $24.95, and you will jump into your heart. So if you've lost touch with that flavor in life, if there's no passion, no joy, you've disconnected from your heart chakra. And there are some simple steps that Nikki can get you into that. So come on down to soulmart.me and take a look at the 2 ticket times. We're going to be bringing people into their heart, and this is the first of many classes to come focused with Nikki. And if you're wondering about that lunar report, don't worry, it will be out. Carolyn Nagel and the Moon Goddess monthlies will be out next week. We decided to line them up with the Sun in Libra, so it's easier for people to interpret. So no panic, no worries, she will be out soon enough. Well, for the lunar children, the Sun in Virgo means you are working on your lunacy or your mind. You know, sometimes Cancers are very emotional, but it's their mind that triggers them into worrying or panic and whatnot. And really, your mind is a very important tool for you to stay sane with your emotions, right? You're very detail-oriented. You use Virgo consciousness to manage your thoughts. And I think this is how Cancers manage their emotions. Your mind is what lets you manage your thoughts. And don't forget, Cancers are really a combination of both. You are very emotional and you are very intellectual. The intellectual side is the crab crawling on the land, and the emotional side is the crab in the sea feeling everything about. So with the Sun in Virgo, we're in the IB state of awareness. That's our heart chakra. So our hearts are opening up this month as we do the work. There are 3 levels: live, love, and be. The live was all the details and all the mind games and getting rid of that. We're now in the love stage, which is where you take loving thoughts and use thoughts to move into the reality you want. And by the end of the week, we'll move into the B stage, which is the master shui, getting passionate about finding the right attitude, live, love, be. So for you, Virgo is your ideas, the way you think, the process of thinking, and the master shui is the attitude. So we start off on Monday. It's sunny and super cool for the Cancers. The moon is in your sign, bringing emotions and ego on the same side. You'll be charismatic. You'll be passionate about what you want. And with Mars ruling the day, it'll be time to take action, to step into that right attitude. Now, there's a number of planetary themes I want you to be aware of. On the one hand, Mercury itself has crossed the sun over the weekend. So now our thoughts for everyone on Earth are forward thinking. You're going to find that reality moves much faster now. We finally are out of the slump of 2012, and things will happen, action will happen, and with Mercury ahead of the sun, we're forward thinking, which is very good. There is a trine all week long between Venus, which is now in Leo, allowing you to receive and begin to feel your self-confidence. In fact, on Monday, there'll be a minor breakthrough that lets you feel more valuable. Could be a That Boy or some sort of award or some sort of recognition. But with Uranus and Aries, it might be very tied to career. Realize in order to receive that value, you've got to continually innovate your ideas on career. So that's all week long, and that begins on Monday. And also Saturn. Over the weekend, Saturn clicked at 27 degrees, which means it is now time to move forward with Cancer's self-nurturing. Everything you've learned in the last 2.5 years since Saturn went to Libra, it now races forward. So you'll have changes in roommates, home, family, mortgage, the water cooler. Anything at home that needs to be done is going to race ahead or break down, and that begins this week. On Tuesday, you're sunny and strong, so Tuesday's a good day. Mother Earth rules the day. That grounds everybody, and that allows you kind of bake in your soul capital. So Tuesday's a real day to sit or squat on what you think you're worth, and by putting energy into what you're worth, and with your ego and charisma also working, you are heading into a new attitude, and that's also part of it. With the Earth ruling the day, you want to kind of sit still in that attitude and begin to surrender to an overall attitude. Let go of little thoughts, let emotion, passionate attitude take over. Then on Wednesday, it's Love Fest Day. Yeehaw! The most loving day of the month. That's because your home planet, the moon, will cross over Venus. And on this Love Fest Day, the moon rules a day. So we are all feeling this Love Fest Day. Plus, it's in Leo. Can't be any better. Let's take a closer look. Love Fest Day is basically when the moon crosses over Venus. Venus is our ability to give and receive. And Venus is in Leo, so right now Cancers are giving and receiving with self-confidence. That's going to turn into money and abundance, by the way, in a matter of a week or so. But right now you're starting to feel that potential, and that's what it's about. There's an interesting square that we have to get over during the day with Mars in Scorpio. So in order for you to start to feel what you're worth, you might have to draw new emotional boundaries with your own inner child. In other words, you might have to tell your child, hey, let's be patient, or demand that you get what you're worth. But there's some sort of minor struggle with inner child that probably leads to you feeling that love and receiving that love. And don't forget, you probably have to innovate the way you think in your career in order to receive what you're worth as well. So it's a very busy Love Fest Day, but a very powerful Love Fest Day with the planets lined up this way. It's going to be one that feels better than most, I do believe. All right. Oops, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Then on Thursday, it's kind of Love Fest Day part 2. Jupiter rules the day, so we're going to be expanding. Now we're moving into the Master Shui. This is the B part of Live, Love, Be. And so now this is where you allow your emotions and your attitude to work together. You begin to assume. You begin to round up. So I think you're feeling sunny and fertile. The moon still in Leo is still bringing emotions to your valuable consciousness. In fact, Thursday is a real day to go for it. Go for a promotion at work. Go for a raise. Go for something you are worth. And the mind staying in the right attitude is a big part of it. Then we get to Friday. Now Friday is a Uranus-ruled day, so this is a day where you'll be tested not to fall into old mind games. Uranus meaning one last chance to slip on a banana peel in your head. Maybe an argument with the honey, maybe a conflict with the boss. But really what you want to find in this Uranus-ruled day is an emotional synergy energy between your thoughts and the rest of your life, right? Now with the planets, what's most important is just looking at this pileup. We have a party going on in Virgo now that the moon has joined Virgo. Lightcast Day is in 24 hours. But for a period of the day on Friday, you will have this opposition to Neptune, which means your mind will start certain mind games perhaps, and then your beliefs will have to kick in. You're going to have to ask your gut, despite what my mind is trying to tell me, is this what I believe? And I think it's your beliefs that get you out of any ruts and through the breakthrough on Friday. I should have done my Friday. Sorry, I didn't give you your little dance. There you go. On Saturday, it's Lightcast Day, the most powerful day of the week to manifest our intentions. Now, this is a Mercury-ruled Lightcast Day, so that's really good for you because you're manifesting thoughts and attitudes. So you got a little extra bonus there from the universe on Lightcast Day for you. Lightcast Day is the most powerful day of the month to manifest our intentions. And it's mostly because there is a party going on up in the planets. But let's take a closer look, shall we? I think we shall. Counting down as the moon crosses over the sun, this is going to be a buildup of emotional attitude. So depending on how you handled Friday with the potential breakdown will determine how Saturday ramps up. But as the moon reaches the sun, you might get chatty, heady, pensive, and you might release. You might have to cry. You might have to clear a conversation with the honey. You've got to get these unnecessary lower baggage emotions off your chest so that your mind and your emotions can line up. Then, once the moon hits apex, fill your heart with love and cast out and visualize the life and attitude you want to live. How attitude will lead to life. How maybe if you're a messenger, you can become published. Then the moon will cross Mercury hours later, and this is literally the focus of our thoughts aligning with our emotion. So it's a 1-2 punch Lightcast Day where we really can powerfully align everything to move forward. And in your case, it's emotions, it's thoughts, and it's attitude all in one. So it's a powerful Lightcast Day indeed. On Sunday, we follow through with that Lightcast Day, but there is some turbulence to go through in order to get through the day. All right, and it has to do with the alignment of the planets. Really, it has to do with this. I call this a Bermuda Triangle. It's basically fear locking into fear. And these fears are issues we just frankly can't get to right now. The square to Pluto, first of all, is a fear between your thoughts and whether or not this is going to work out in your marriages. Now remember, marriages is a long-running till 2021 will Cancers not get marriage completely, so you just have to face those fears and do the best you can. Then Uranus over here is that force that's saying you've got to integrate or innovate, excuse me, your decision-making process and perhaps your career path. So attitude comes into opposition with career. And the moon does a two-step here. You see, first it starts in Virgo, so it's all intellectual attitude in the first half of the day. Then the moon moves into Libra, pulling you into a nesting, resting transit by the end of Sunday and shifting it. So first it's your attitude, and then it's whether or not you can self-nurture in order to deal with that triangle. But I do believe that if you face the fears of marriage and you innovate your career or decision-making process, that's when the Venus ruled day will click into Venus. So the sooner you do it, the better you feel, right? But this opposition with Uranus will be a subtle tug-of-war between wanting to take care of yourself and the needs of your career. And again, the planets say it's probably your needs of career that need to innovate in order to feel better. All right, Lunar Child, that's all I have for the 7-day forecast. Don't forget you can jumpstart your creativity with Nikki Bright at soulmart.me. Lunar videos are out in just 1 week, so hold on for that. And until next week, live, love, be.